team's first win, how much the energy they got from the crowd?
Yeah, I thought it was. I don't think you see an atmosphere like that in American soccer history, ever. I think it was tremendous. Coming out in the warm-up, I thought it was electrifying when the first goal went in. It was pretty incredible. I don't think myself and the staff are talking on the bench there, just saying this doesn't feel like the US. No disrespect to anybody. This feels like you're playing the Champions League game.
John, how good does it feel to play so well though against such a big victory too?
It felt great when we were winning 3-0, but when it went to 3-2, I must admit I was a little bit scared. Alexi Lalas's words were ringing in my ears that Chicago were going to come here and beat us tonight. So maybe that's why Lexi's doing the commentary now. He's not a coach in the league.
What did you guys do right to be able to come out so hot and score goals?
Well, I think that we've been threatening that, to be honest with you, for the last couple of weeks. We've had chances, and I think when we played the Open Cup game against Chivas here, we had chances. Jorge's been threatening to do that. I thought him and Kenny Cooper were magnificent tonight. Kenny was unlucky. I don't know if the goal that got disallowed was, out of play. Some of the guys said it wasn't. I think on the TV replay it shows it was. But I just thought the two forwards were excellent. I thought our energy in midfield, our desire to track and win tackles. I asked them before the game, make sure you win the first tackle, make sure you win the header, make sure you win the foot race, whatever it has to be to win the game. You've got to be first to it, and I felt that we were there tonight.
You talk about Jorge and his breakout team tonight.
As I say, I think he's been threatening to do it. The last week of practice, his finishing's been fantastic. He's got electrifying pace. And I keep saying it time and time again, this is a difficult league for foreign players to come and do well in. You can come with talent if you don't come with a desire to work hard and get yourself stronger. This league's a very athletic league, very powerful league. Sprinkled with a lot of good players that are good athletes as well. And I think he's clicking onto it. You see his pace in the first half at times was magnificent. Great run for the goal and showed tremendous composure.
John, can you talk about the vibe in the locker room before the game and during warm-ups, just the energy, guys?
Yeah, we deliberately kept the doors open from the locker room right through out to the field because it's such close proximity, just so the guys could hear it. So when they get out there, it wasn't a culture shock. I thought the atmosphere before the game, during the national anthems and stuff, and then when the game kicked off was, I haven't seen that in American soccer, to be honest with you. It was tremendous.
Was it tough then to keep these guys focused at all? Was there a concern that it was going to be overwhelming?
No, I don't think so. I felt the guys this week of practice have really felt, since the Chivas game in the Open Cup, I could sense a little bit of confidence building in the group that, if we can just get a little bit of rub of the green. We've picked up a few injuries lately, and we just felt, if we could just get some guys back healthy, take a chance, go a goal up, and have teams, backing off us. We could do this to some teams, and I think going 3-0 up, we were well worth a 3-0. I thought we were playing some good football in their half at times, and we're the winners in the end, to be honest with you.
In terms of your own career and your own life, where does this rank?
Apart from my wife giving birth to children, I would say it's the best feeling that I've ever experienced. I've played in some big games, played for some big clubs in my career, but I wanted to win this game tonight more than I did the FA Cup final in '94. And I just think that, for Merritt Paulson and his father that's put a lot of money into this project, for them to get a victory tonight at home is absolutely fantastic for them guys.
There's not normally a question you ask someone after a loss, where do you go from here? So I'm going to ask after a night like this, where do you go from here?
We've got to climb the ladder again, we've got to climb that mountain. I've just said that to the guys there, congratulations, there's a few firsts tonight, first win in the history of the franchise. We need to now go on Sunday and play a tremendous Dallas team that, possibly were the best team in the league last year and unlucky not to win an MLS Cup. A lot of good players, a lot of quality, so we need to now, enjoy it tonight, back in practice tomorrow, regular time, and focus on coming back and doing this again on Sunday.
John, you had heard about this atmosphere in the Timbers Army, but you seemed surprised, pleasantly surprised at how amazing it was.
Yeah, as I say, you could take Rangers and Celtic and the big clubs out, the EPL and the Scottish Premier League, and you don't have an atmosphere like that in Scottish football. I think personally, Portland Timbers are bigger than, other than Celtic and Rangers. We're probably could be the biggest club in Scottish football outside the Old Firm with the backing that we have here in the. But you guys are laughing, but it's true, you know, everybody falls in love with foreign football and they watch it, but when you actually go to the stadiums and you see the atmospheres, tonight was tremendous. It was up there with the best of them, you know, in world football, to be honest with you.
Well, John, after Fire scored the first goal, especially after the second goal, what was going through your head? Did you get worried at all?
I was crapping myself. And that second goal went in, I was like, oh my God, this cannot be happening. And I can just imagine Merritt posting up there saying, we should fire this guy, he's terrible. No, I just think that once the second goal goes in, you just want them to regain their composure. We lost our composure a little bit, we're giving the ball away too easy. Sometimes we felt it was too easy, dwelling on the ball. We stopped doing the things that put us 3-0 up. We weren't moving the ball quick enough. Everybody was wanting to put their foot in the ball and say, here, look, I'm sponsored with Nike, or I'm sponsored with Adidas, look at my stripe on my cleat. And then you can't do that, you can't switch off for a minute because good players will punish you, and that's what they did.
Is this the most complete game the team's played so far? And if not, what is the team needs to work on specifically moving forward?
No, don't get goals up. If you win 3-0, you win 4-0 and you walk away, it's a complete game. But to give 2 goals up the way, in the manner we did, the first one was a bit of a fluke. I think it was an own goal. So I can't really blame the goalkeeper on that, to be honest with you. No, I think you've got to keep clean sheets, win games. Coach feels better, doesn't have to take any Advil to the side of the field, doesn't have a pounding headache after the game. It'd be fantastic, but life's not like that.
For this game, for the home opener, did this club show more desire than they have since you've been here?
I think the fans definitely gave us a lift, but like I said before in the media all week, the fans won't win you the game. You have to do that yourself. You have to go out, you have to compete, you have to have the desire to win tackles, you know, outfight your opponent, win your individual battles. If you win 8 out of the 11 individual battles, you'll get a good chance of winning the game, and I think we did that tonight. I think we've been committed all along. I think the confidence hasn't been there. We've missed chances that if you get a goal, you know, just surges through. The confidence doesn't. I think tonight, getting that goal from Jorge, you just in a different team.
You can answer this however you want now that the game's over. But
No comment.
Did you think before the game? Did you believe that you guys could come out and win this game in the manner that you did?
100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I think we've been in good form. You know, I think we've not been criticised, but people have been sitting back saying, "Yeah, it's going to be a long, hard season." You know, we've never ever said that we're an expansion team. We've never made excuses for the injuries that we've had, and we felt this week that we definitely felt good enough to win the game. You know, I looked at the game last week against New England or the week before, and I felt we dominated that game physically. We had the chances, a couple of chances that we might have, with a little bit of luck, we might have won the game. Obviously, Stevie Nicol from New England seen it differently, but no, I had no problems at all.
Anything else for John? The locker room is open, by the way.
Darlington gets in late. Evaluate where he's at right now.
Yeah, it's just obviously trying to get him back. He's had a double sports hernia injury. Our Dr. Greenleaf feels that he's in good shape and we can push him on now. I just didn't want to disrupt the flow of the team too much. Then obviously it changes because we go 3-1 and 3-2, and you're thinking, you know what, we maybe need a little bit of poise in there, and that's what he brings to the game.
John, what do you think 2 goals for Jorge do for his confidence?
I think it gives him a massive shot in the arm, because obviously you come in here as a big name and people are looking at you saying, oh well, is he good enough to play in this league? He'd missed a couple of opportunities in previous games, and I think it's always very important for a forward when he goes to a new team. I think he just, the name that springs to mind is Fernando Torres, to get off the mark as quick as you can, always just relieves that little bit of pressure on you. So when the games mount up and there's no goals, then people start to point the finger and say, oh, is that a good sign or a bad sign? And so I think him getting his goals tonight, it kind of a rubber stamps his quality. And so I'm super happy for him, because he's a guy that's come in and totally embraced the culture here, and he knows the game's different from his homeland, and he's willing to put the work in and work hard to make it a success here.
Has this been a particularly happy week for him anyway, with Chara, that announcement out that his buddy's coming up?
Yeah, I think him and Diego Chara go back a long, long way from childhood. So when actually myself and Gavin went down to Colombia, we stumbled onto a Tolima game. We actually weren't going to go, and we seen these 2 guys, and we were like, geez, if we could get a hold of these, we might have a chance, at getting some success. And we came back and spoke to Merritt, and obviously he spoke to his father, and we looked at these players and we thought, if we can get them and they backed us 100%, which I think is truly amazing for a new franchise. And I think we'll see as time goes on, we'll see two very good players for Portland Timbers for a long, long time.